Welcome back to Chasing the Target. Delhi Capitals versus Kolkata Knight Riders. Delhi Capitals managing to win at विशाखापट्टनम और आज भी उनका होम ग्राउंड जो है बहुत अजीब दिखने दे बोलने को तो दिख रहा कि भाई नॉर्थ की टीम साउथ में होम बसा ली बढ़िया आई मीन विशाखापट्टनम में दे बीट a very formidable Chennai Super Kings team so that's something तारीफ काबिल for them and yeah I mean they've not had the best start to the tournament Mustafa but Delhi Capitals finally things looking up for them.
Yeah, I think they've gone to a beautiful place. वहाँ पे resort है, relaxed है, there's a beach, everything. Vizag is an excellent city. I went there once, so वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा has brought some calmness for that Delhi Capitals team मेरे हिसाब से. And yes, they are looking confident now after beating Chennai. If they lost that game, bro, it would have been shambles for them because Delhi Capitals do have some problems in their 11. थोड़ा सा disjointed है, but now that this will galvanize them, beating Chennai Super Kings, bro. And you'll see at home, but it was a full CSK crowd, so it was virtually an away game. तो बहुत ज़्यादा confidence रहेगा दिल्ली को आज, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the game because KKR are also on a win streak. They have been unbeaten in this tournament so far.
Yeah, 100%. And I think पृथ्वी शॉ की वापसी उनके लिए काफी important रही है, and hopefully he manages to make consistent runs for them this season and perform consistently, and hopefully there are no other altercations or something that follow the way. That's something that strengthened them by batting lineup. David Warner as well. But there's still a few people like Mitchell Marsh has to come in. इनका क्या है इनका और अक्षर पटेल की बैटिंग चलना है तो काफी अभी भी लूज एंड्स है बॉलिंग की तरफ से भी आप देख लो like they're not giving me the biggest happiness like I mean Khalil Ahmed and Mukesh Kumar but apart from that they're like pretty not here तो पिट जा रहा है
But
इनसे.
bro, he's bowling really well. जो खलील अहमद और मुकेश कुमार दोनों बहुत जबरदस्त bowling कर रहे हैं, and that is, Nokia जो है, he's coming out of इंजरी एक साल के बाद बॉलिंग कर रहा है तो द फैक्ट दैट खलील एंड आपका मुकेश आर बॉलिंग सो वेल इज टेकिंग प्रेशर ऑफ द लाइक्स ऑफ नोकिया इवन अक्षर पटेल फॉर दैट मैटर. अब देखो कुलदीप यादव का भी देयर वाज अ स्लाइट निगल लास्ट टाइम तो ही डिडंट प्ले. इफ ही प्ले दैट विल स्ट्रेंथन द बॉलिंग मोर. तो आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट देयर आर 2-3 प्लेयर्स नहीं चल रहे. मिडिल ऑर्डर में भी थोड़ा सा इशू हो सकता है इन लोगों को, बट ऋषभ पंत चल गया परसों तो लाइक देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स व्हिच you see sparks in this team, but yes, you also see weaknesses. This is how this team is working right now. But yeah, they've impressed me at times, and at times I'm like, man, what is this? I criticize them a lot too. So is that kind of hot and cold kind of team? So yeah, let's see what happens today.
On the other hand, अगर आप देखो कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स टीमिंग अहेड वेंकटेश अय्यर आई मीन उनके लोअर बैक के इश्यूज तो चल रहे हैं लेकिन he performed fantastically well. Then you have Ayer who came in and finished things off, getting used to that T20 routine. उसके आपके ओपनर्स बहुत सॉलिड ओपनर्स है फिल सॉल्ट और कौन है दूसरा रुक गया मैं खैर फिल सॉल्ट एंड
कैसा भूल सकते हैं
नारायण
He has your hairstyle, bro, like this. The film.
उसके और कम है वाला लेकिन फिर भी so this team looks like they're destined to get
maybe because you don't see his hairstyle in the helmet you forgot, but there's Narayan is the opening batsman. तुम मेरी पिक्स कभी भी याद नहीं रखते, खाली खुद के पिक्स याद रख रहे.
मैं भी लिया थी नारायण को मैं भी लिया.
कब लिया था? लास्ट टाइम तो मैं ही लिया था.
लास्ट गेम दोनों लिए ना नारायण. रसल सेम था नारायण सेम था और एक और कौन की सेम था.
अच्छा हाँ बोलिए.
तो या स्टार्ट ऑफ करिए आपके फर्स्ट पिक के साथ. विल बी अ डेलीite or a night rider.
I mean one is Kolkata, one is Delhi. If you want, I'll start with the Delhi Capital player. It's David Warner. I think because the opposition, bro, we've seen कितने की बार Sunrisers के लिए against Kolkata Knight Riders, David Warner, he smashes runs. I've seen 150. I think in the last 9 games he has 30 plus scores against the Kolkata Knight Riders. He is the man who has the most runs against this franchise. If there's an individual player who scored इतने ज़्यादा run एक team के खिलाफ, it is David Warner against Kolkata Knight Riders. So he's in form. In the last game he batted well as well, and that is why I have avoided him in this last 2-3 games जो खेले Delhi Capitals. But just looking at the matchup against Kolkata Knight Riders, I will back David Warner today.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken David Warner pretty much every game and he's returned to me. So I'm also going to stick to David Warner. Yeah. He's given returns. Again, he looks like a rejuvenated new David Warner without captaincy, lesser pressure, more freer mind to bat. I mean, not that उसको captaincy से उतना फर्क पड़ता उसकी batting पे, but I think जिस तरीके से वापस आ रहे पृथ्वी शॉ, yes, he just come back, but I'm not very keen on him. And I'll go with ahead and I take my second pick as well. I'll be Phil Salt because this guy also aggressive up front. तो दोनों ओपनर्स फ्रॉम वन ओपनर फ्रॉम ईच टीम मे बी नाइट राइडर्स के फिल सॉल्ट एंड दिल्ली कैपिटल्स के डेविड वार्नर.
Same, I have Phil Salt as well as my second position. He's in incredible form and he's batting really well. उन्हें पिछले मैच में भी him and Narayan both I had them and they got off to such a flyer. I know it's a different ground, लेकिन यहाँ पे आपको like 190 मारे थे Delhi Capitals. You could say that they defended it successfully, but Chennai could have got close if they adjusted their batting order a bit and brought in Dhoni. So I think it might be high scoring again. That will suit someone like a Phil Salt, and he's gotten me a lot of points so far. I picked him in every game, and it's not going to change. So, तीन कितने game हो गए? ये तीसरा game है. I have him again in my team, Phil Salt.
Yeah, नहीं consistently तो दोनों perform करे Warner and Salt, and again ऐसा आप बोले Salt will be the wicket keeper, तो wicket keeper के भी points आपको उसमें मिल जाएंगे Salt के. Next pick मेरा होगा I think I'll go with Rishabh Pant again. 50 मार चुके हैं. He looks much more confident. And last game around, like coming from a experienced Chennai side, yes, Kolkata bowling better है बोल सकते हैं आप in terms of the spin department. They bowl pretty well, but I think Rishabh Pant अच्छा खेल लेते spin को. So I think maybe again you see something from Rishabh Pant.
Rishabh Pant. Yeah, I'm gonna go. My third pick is another opening batsman, Sunil Narayan. He's been outstanding so far with the ball. Also, I think, look, when you have that, when you have a guy who's opening the batting and is going to bowl 4 overs again, he's an automatic in my team. So, mere
Yeah.
hisab se, I am going to stick with him, and he's batted well. I thought like the short ball will be issue again. He's going to be tested against Noki. He's going to be tested against Khalil. I don't think the matchup works for Narayan opening the batting, but when you're informed, you're informed. So I'm going to continue to back him. And if he doesn't perform with the bat, I always have 4 overs from him. So from a fantasy perspective, Narayan will be my guy today. I will look to him again.
Yeah, I mean Narayan will be my team also because this guy again, like you said, batting bowling option है, and he's picking up a lot of wickets. He's hitting a lot of runs. जिस दिन उसकी bat चल गई, just last time 47. If he looks much more confident. काफी time तक नहीं करे उन्हें opening, एक आध दो चुक गए उनके. So yeah, I think जिस तरीके से नारायण जा रहे, obviously he's going to be a fantasy asset for everybody.
Yeah, I think I will. That's true. Like, I mean, we have similar players, and that's because the teams में there are some fantasy picks you always want to.
पंजाब का player कौन है पीछे?
He was trying his best not to come on camera, but Moogs is in the house, so he will join us for the live hopefully after. But yeah, तो आपके वार्नर सॉल्ट पंत नारायण हो गए, मेरे वार्नर सॉल्ट नारायण. तो मेरा चौथा पिक जो है, I'm gonna go with the big hitting machine, bro, Andre Russell. Again, it's very tempting. He's bowling in the death overs, he's bowling in the middle overs, he's picking up wickets with the bat. You don't know when it's his day. Even if he's giving me 30-40 runs, those are very valuable to me, though, because it gets you a lot of points. So Andre Russell, again, I can't avoid him, bro. Even though there's no his batting order, thoda sa it gives me that think कि like उन्हें शायद खाली 20 बॉल खेलेंगे, मगर वो जो 20 बॉल में उन्हें खेलेंगे, it will be very productive. So that's why I'll go with Andre Russell as my fourth pick.
Yeah, I mean मेरे को थोड़ा maybe Russell का back step लेके maybe I'll take because again the pitch is a little slower side पे रहेगा, depend when they bat and stuff. तो थोड़ा रुक के मुकेश कुमार इनला काफी dangerous थे ये pitch पे, खलील अहमद, मुकेश कुमार. I'll go with Akshar Patel. I think Akshar Patel bowled decently well on this pitch. And he like 3 over I think कुछ 18 20 कुछ ऐसे ही था, and batting ज्यादा मिली नहीं उनको, but if he gets to bat a bit more then it'll be fun to see.
Akshar Patel. Yeah, I think Akshar Patel, if you look at it as a fantasy pick, is very solid. The only reason I stayed away a bit from him, especially in this game against KKR, his record is not the greatest. He hasn't scored that many runs in with the ball. I think because KKR have a lot of left-handed batsmen, they have the likes of Rinku, Nitish and stuff. They do look to attack him more, and he's not as successful. But that can change, right? Like that can change always. Like it's just like I'm talking about previous games, but today could be Akshar Patel's day. So yeah, that is your fifth pick, Akshar Patel. My fifth pick will be Prithvi Shaw. I'm gonna go with him. I went with him last game as well. I just like him, bro. Like it's like I like the way he bats. He's different. I know that there's a lot of criticism. He has a weakness with the incoming delivery. Mitchell Stark will cause him problems, and but if there is any width, he can capitalize. I'm hoping that also Stark is not in form, so I hope that he does make errors. Again, this is a very risky pick. I wouldn't recommend people to go Prithvi Shaw, but he worked out for me last time around. He got me 40 runs. That was a huge start for Prithvi Shaw. Also, his numbers against KKR are pretty good. He does like to bat against them too. Last year also, last year he didn't have the best of years, but the season before, I remember he had a good innings against them. So yeah, Prithvi Shaw. That's just like a fun pick. Some like a guy that maybe he won't get runs, more of a gamble, but if he goes well, you get happy. So yeah, Shaw will be my fifth pick.
My next pick will be the man of the match of last time in Bishra, Khalil Ahmed. Khalil Ahmed, जिस तरीके से bowling कर रहे right now, he's bowling in good spots, good areas, managing to keep that economy rate at at the least possible thing. And last time 2 wicket पकड़े and he was difficult to read. I think वो सबसे ज़्यादा चीज़ अगर pitch slow up हो या रुक रुक के आए तो he's very good in that. And जो तरीके के माइंड सेट डाल रहे हैं उन्होंने इंडिया पहुंचना चाह रहे खुद ही बोले थे तो आई थिंक he'll be trying to keep that consistency up and as well as the same time last back to back 2-3 गेम से उन्होंने काफी अच्छा डाल रहे तो आई थिंक खलील है आई मीन मुकेश कुमार इज इक्वली गुड अगर आप लोग जाना चाह रहे हैं आई थिंक he'll also bowled fantastically well
Yeah.
on this pitch also in and for Delhi शायद इन लोगों के पास स्पेस नहीं है बट इन लोगों को एरियाज पकड़ के अगर चले तो बहुत शानदार
Yeah, my last pick, I'll keep if you want, I can keep a replacement for him because he didn't play last game, but I have to pick him, Kuldeep Yadav. In the last 3 games against Kolkata Knight Riders, he's picked up 4 wickets, and 2 wickets. So that is a total of 10 wickets against KKR. His former team, remember, जहाँ पे उसका form गिर गया था, he was getting smashed in the Eden Gardens. वहाँ से India भी drop हो गया था. Then he in the auction he got transferred to Delhi, and his whole career rejuvenated, and he's back in it. And he loves playing against them. It's not only to prove a point anymore. I think he's not like that, but it's just that he does fancy bowling. He knows them as well, right? He's bowled to the likes of Nitish Rana, all these guys in the nets. He understands उन लोग का क्या mindset है. तो मेरे हिसाब से his stats prove against KKR that he has a very very good record, and yeah, I'll go with him. And if he doesn't start, then I'll let you know the backup in the preview.
I'll go with Harshit Rana, bowling
कितने
pretty
लेंगे
well.
भाई फर्स्ट तुम्हारे हो गए भाई खत्म you I started before you, but then you took over somewhere. You went salt one और क्या क्या की कर ले रहे
मैं
थे
तो
तो
दो
हो
एक
गया
साथ
भाई
भूल
खत्म है
गया
फंस है
अगर
फिर
अगर
रिप्लेसमेंट
जगह है अगर आप लोग के फैंटेसी टीम में जगह है जैसे मेरी टीम में तो नहीं है बट हर्षित राणा also would be a good pick on this pitch जिस तरीके से he's riling up people and he's variating his pace pretty well तो हर्षित राणा also would be one guy अच्छा अब अगर उन्हें विकेट ना ले लिया तो काफी अफसोस होगा but it's alright
Yeah, I didn't take Mitchell Marsh because I took him first 2 times. He disappointed me. He's not
yeah,
looking in
not
form,
okay.
but he's
Yeah.
always a good pick, man. Like I the reason why I didn't go because I had Andre Russell there, and Andre Russell in slightly better form. He's much better form actually, and he's bowling more overs. That's why I went Andre Russell. That is my reasoning. But I think if you want to go a differential, Mitchell Marsh is an option as well. And yeah, I think the good teams Faiz has Warner, Salt, Pant, Narayan, Aksar Patel, and Khalil Ahmed. I have Warner, Salt, Narayan, Andre Russell, Prithvi Shaw, Kuldeep Yadav. That is my fantasy picks, and they're very similar picks. And because yeah, I think it is kind of straightforward, man. There's some match winners over here.
Yeah.
So you
Match
thought
point
I'd go.
हिसाब से we have a data of 4 games average, right? So I mean उस हिसाब से अगर आप sample size हो yes बहुत small है but जिस तरीके का intent भी बता रहे players आपको ज्यादा दिख रहा नहीं ज्यादा ये दो टीमों में मैं देखो रिंकू तो अभी खेला ही नहीं ज्यादा केकेआर में और आपका लोअर मिडिल ऑर्डर तो खेला लाइक मिडिल ऑर्डर के लोअर ऑर्डर ज्यादा खेला नहीं केकेआर में whereas आपके इधर दिल्ली कैपिटल्स में देखो वार्नर ही है पंत एक आध मैच अच्छा खेले बट चलो पंत में थोड़ा आपको मालूम है फाइटिंग फॉर अ स्पॉट bowlers have bowled pretty well for Delhi, but it's like who's going to probably perform. Yes, you can't predict an unexpectedness, but let's see what happens in the game today.
Yeah, I think it should be fun, man. I'm looking forward to this game in Visakhapatnam. हम लोग preview करेंगे थोड़ी देर में at around 7 o'clock. We'll be live with you guys and we'll preview the Delhi Capitals versus Kolkata Knight Riders match. I think that is it from the Fantasy Picks Fest. Thank you so much for joining, and yeah, you can do the honors.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Be away, be we'll be live probably by 7 o'clock, and yeah, hopefully we'll get the preview by then.